Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is gonna be a review on Anastasia's brand new stuff. I have her lipsticks, liquid glow highlighters, and the Subculture palette I purchased with my own money being a hooker. And I know this is not my normal upload day. It's usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, but I could not get this video up yesterday because my kids were just extra needy. So let's start out with the Subculture palette. I know everyone under the sun did a review on this, and I actually did not watch any because I didn't want to have any preconceived notions about how I think it might be. So this is seriously my first thoughts on this palette. So this is it, and this is kind of like the counterpart to the Renaissance palette, but it's crazy because the formulas I feel like are very different, not in a bad way, just in a very different way. So I did not think that I would like this palette because these colors are a little bit more bold. I will go through them and swatch them and then tell you what I'm wearing. I mean, I seriously need to get my life together. I will go through and swatch them and tell you my first impressions. I'm wearing the All-Star shade, which is like this really pretty deep color. And then I have Adorn in the center. I mean, just look how pigmented these are. Oh, look at that. And then I have this on my lower lash line, which is Edge. And you can see I'm just barely touching the palette. And then Electric kind of smudged on the bottom lash line, and then Cube, which is this gorgeous iridescent pearl, on my inner corner. First four shades are Cube, Dawn. I really like Dawn. It's kind of like your transition shade with a little bit of a funky orange kick to it. Destiny, and then Adorn. Next three shades are All-Star, Mercury, which is a gray shade, and then Axis. And then we're gonna head to the bottom row. Roxy, I love. Electric, oh my gosh, these colors. Fudge, which I already have, and if you don't have that, it's a gorgeous brown shade. And then New Wave. And then the last three are Untamed, Edge, and Rowdy. So this palette is highly pigmented. And when I mean highly pigmented, it kicks up a ton of powder, even if you barely tap your brush in it. So if that bothers you, you might not want to invest in this palette. I'm just going to show you. Can you guys tell how much powder it kicks up? I mean, look at the pigmentation though that you get. I mean, that's pretty badass. So I did notice that when applying the shades to my eyes that I had to be really careful. And it's kind of crazy with such a pigmented palette. You wouldn't think that you would have to be extra careful when applying the shades, but I felt like I had to go really, really lightly in my crease and on my lids, just so I didn't smear it everywhere, because it is such packed with pigment. Careful when putting it on your lid so it doesn't look like a hot mess. Some of the shades do take some building, which is kind of weird because it's so pigmented, but then sometimes they can be a little bit patchy. So, I mean, the All-Star shade didn't blend out fantastically. I felt like I had to be really careful with it so that it wasn't super patchy, but it ended up looking fine. Felt like the Adorn shade, which is right here, that it offered more pigment when I applied it with my fingers. Let's see what else. This Edge shade right here, being a yellow, actually blended out really, really well. So it wasn't tough to get that rich yellow shade. It was actually very easy to do that for my bottom lash line. I don't even know if you'll be able to tell because of all the lights and, you know, all the lights. Dawn I used as a transition shade. I felt like that blended really easy and was not patchy. This Cube shade I really liked for my inner corner. That applied great. If you're looking for more of an edgy type nude for fall, I think that you'll really like this palette. I do. I like it. Like I said, I don't know what other people have been saying, but that's just my take on it, and I think it's worth it. You just have to be really careful when applying the colors. That's it. Moving on to the liquid highlighter. So I purchased two. I got Perle, which I'm wearing today, and then I got Oyster. These are kind of the lighter ones, the ones that I liked. And Perle is more of a gold shade. Oh, I love. And then Oyster is more of that rose gold pinky shade. Just look at that. It's so freaking pretty. So they give a really nice glowing effect, but doesn't settle into like your fine lines and your pores and doesn't accentuate anything. So I really like those. You could probably wear them all over your body, which might be kind of nice. So there's that option. So I definitely recommend at least one of those for your collection. I purchased 7 of their matte shades and I love them. They are so creamy, they last all day. So I'll start what I'm wearing today, and that is Dread. I knew I wanted the shade as soon as I saw it. I love like the taupey gray colors. These are like a soft matte, so they're very creamy. They don't settle into your fine lines and fine lines on your mouth. And Dread is gorgeous. If you love taupey mauve shades, you are going to live for this one. And that's what I'm wearing today. Next shade is Dusty Mauve. So this one is kind of deceiving because I thought it would be more of a mauve shade and not more of a purple shade. So I don't know why they call it Dusty Mauve, because it's not a mauve to me, it's just more purple. So I don't know about this one. That is the lip swatch, and then here is just the regular swatch. Next is Cool Brown. I knew I wanted this one as well. It is more of like a brown. It's more of like a mid-tone brown color. Very pretty. Definitely like your 90s shade. Honey. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a flattering nude color on a lot of people because it's more of like a mid-tone nude. Oh, I love this shade. And a lot of times you have to worry about nudes being patchy when it's this matte, but it's not at all. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, you will love this nude. Next shade I have is called Latte. This is another kind of mid-tone shade. Oh my gosh, I love this color. This is like a lighter version of the Cool Brown shade. Kind of more of like a wearable version. If you don't want the Cool Brown, you probably would like that one. And then I have Stevie. This is so pretty. This is more of like a red color. This is more of like a berry red shade. That's not like a really attractive swatch, sorry, but it's pretty for fall. That's gonna be really pretty for fall. And then Buff. This is another gorgeous nude, but that's more of a like pink nude, and then Latte is more of like a mauve brown nude, and that is Buff right there. So overall, I highly recommend this whole line. I really, really like it, and I hope this has helped you out and maybe choosing something that you might want to try out. All the links will be below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.